Beautiful children of the stars. Today I want to tell you a story of how I received a miracle, how I actually was saved by my spirit guides from having an accident in this very car last night. So this is to illustrate that magic is real, miracles are real. Your spirit guides and angels are there, and they are guiding you, and they are helping you, and they are saving you sometimes. So those of you who've watched my channel a lot, I talk about calling in your guides every day, having them guide you and help you go through the storm that we are in, globally and in your personal life as well. So this is going to be a short but beautiful illustration to give you a little bit of faith, to show you how real all of this is. So you are divine. And this is what I'm looking at. This is really beautiful. This is like, here, I'm going to turn on the car and drive forward a little bit so you can see. Look at this. This is like an old church. So I was kind of inspired. There you go. See it? Oh, sorry guys. This is, you see, an old church that I was inspired to sit in front of and do this video. Right? So my beautiful divine starseed family, hit the like, smash the subscribe if you haven't done so, because we bring out really good stuff here. Okay, this channel is super positive, nothing negative, nothing scary. All right, we are here to support you, and if you want more support, down below in the description box you will find very interesting things. You will find readings, links to guided journeys. So if you're interested in more, if you want more, always check the description box to see what beautiful things I have to offer you. All right, and hit the notification bell. Some of you never get notified when I go live. You have to hit all notifications. All right, so let's get into it. Last night I was driving up to the hotel that I recently discovered, where there is a pool, whirlpool and gym. Like, amazing. No masks, only a limit of people. It's pretty free. It's really beautiful. I went there, I drove up there, had a great swim. On my way up, I was diving into a very interesting state, because I have been very conscious of my thoughts, of directing my thoughts into a positive stream, into my highest timeline stream. I've been very strongly manifesting, visualizing, and talking light codes into things. You know that you can do that? So I was driving along, and I was sure, had anyone seen me, I was aware of it, it would have looked crazy, because I was going, I was like visualizing certain things. For example, I was visualizing my YouTube channel, all of you, and I was sending light codes to every single person who watches me, who's subscribed, to send them love and light. I was sending light codes to attract to my YouTube channel those who will benefit most, those who are ready to open. I was coding light codes onto every video, every word that I speak, that whoever hears and listens to it will receive positivity, love, opening, high vibrations, transformation. I was doing that, going, imagining it. And those are not only light codes, they are magic codes. It's magic that I was speaking. I was calling in the Arcturians. I was calling in my spirit guide team. And I do this now. I practice this. And I was thinking about magic. And you know, magic and miracles is nothing but instant manifestation, right? You think something and it happens, or you do something and the result comes immediately. So magic and miracles, all it is a fifth, sixth, seventh dimensional instant manifestation of what you want. Things that are not logical, things that are just like don't make sense in 3D. That's what magic is. And I'm aware of that. And that's why our spirit guides can help us create magic. And that's why if you know those laws, you can create magic. And I had been reading Autobiography of a Yogi by Yogananda. That's my Bible at the moment. And that book has made me realize that it is possible to have and create miracles and magic in the moment in 3D, because they do that. The yogis do that. They appear and disappear. It's, if you haven't read that book, go read it. I was contemplating that, and I was calling in my guides again to help me, because I actually had a moment yesterday where I was not feeling so good. I was ungrounded, and I was guided to go to the pool. I had my bathing stuff with me. I always have it here. And I drove up there. I had a beautiful swim, sauna. I stayed there twice as long as I was allowed, because I didn't even know I wasn't allowed long, but it worked out fine. So I was driving back from the pool, everything fine. Dark highway, I was the only car there. And I was driving a little too fast, just a little bit, you know, when you're like, whoo, very straight road. And suddenly, this weird gust of wind came from the side. You know, sometimes when you're driving and huge trucks pass by and you're like this kind of wind or this pressure kind of pushes you and you have to like hang on to your steering wheel. This happened, but there was no wind, there was no storm, there was no vehicle, there was no nothing. And suddenly this huge gust of wind took my car from the right lane halfway into the left lane. There were 2 lanes going one way. Like, I was like, whoa! And then I saw a huge branch the size of a small Christmas tree lying on the road right there on the right hand side in the lane that I had been in. So the gust of, here's the Christmas tree, right? The Christmas type tree, that branch. I was driving, the gust of wind went like this, and I bypassed it. There was no reason why a gust of wind would have put my car almost into the other lane. It was that strong. And my right wheel bypassed that huge piece of the tree by this much. And had the gust of wind not pushed me, I would have driven right over that thing, and I don't know what would have happened. It was pretty big and my car is pretty small. I'm sure something would have happened. It would have damaged my car. I might have had an accident. And I knew in that moment that those were my spirit guides that were intervening for me in a magical way. And I knew it was because I had been in contact with them. I talk to them every day. When I drive, I ask them, come be with me, help me be safe. And many times these days I'd, sent some of my spirit guides to my partner when he was sawing in the wood shop and doing different things like that and calling them in, always being with them. And I knew also that this happened to confirm my faith in miracles, my faith in the other side, my faith in the supernatural, in quotes, the supernatural, that I am protected and safe and that they are there. In that moment, I knew it, because how could this happen? Even the hugest storms that I've driven in have never pushed me to the other side of the road. And after that wind gust was over, there was no more wind. It was completely calm. And I knew in that moment, and I said, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was so grateful. And then I started remembering that I had done magic a few times. I don't know if you've seen those videos. A few times I had specifically talked light codes and talked magic light codes, especially Arcturian ones. When I was visiting a family member, the car was locked, right? My brother's car was locked. He couldn't get in. And I said, just give me a second. I'll find a way. I went around that car and I was going to open the lock. And then I got the message, just get a little hanger, push it in the window and flip the thing open. And it happened so easily and so fast. I've never done it like that. Boom, the car popped open. And then there was a knot. Another car had to be towed out of a ditch. There was a knot of a huge rope that nobody could undo. And they had to undo this knot. And I said, just give me a moment. And they left. And I went like this to the knot. I visualized the knot opening. And I asked the Arcturians to come and weave their magic to open the knot. And I was going, I was like, and this is just something natural. I didn't learn witchcraft. None of that stuff. I'm not a witch. I would call myself maybe, I don't know. We're all magicians. I'm maybe like a cosmic magician, but not a witch. None of that. I've never done any, I don't believe in any of that. Well, I don't practice any of that. I'm just me, normal person, on my spiritual journey, trying to create beautiful things in my life, right? And I did this question, and I just tugged in two places, and the knot that was, you know, when a knot has been pulled tight by machines and there's no way you can open it, the knot went like this and opened. And the people came and they were like hanging with their mouths open. That was Arcturian magic. I know it. That day, the Arcturians were there. And these types of things, these types of phenomena have been happening lately through intention. So that, I would say, foregone accident, that avoidance of a bit of a disaster, I wanted to know who it was. So last night I went into meditation just as I was going to sleep, and I said, who was it? Which one of you was it? Was it a specific one of you? And the Pleiadians came into my consciousness. Whew. The Pleiadians. And I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful Pleiadian council. And I asked them, are you there on a ship? And they said, no, we're always there. So this is a council that is always there, ship or not, they're there. And then I wanted to know if a specific person wanted to step forward to give me a message. And a Pleiadian crone, a queen. I know she's a Pleiadian queen of sorts, right? But a very wise woman, not like a queen, a born queen. No, a very wise, elder Pleiadian woman with a little bit of gray hair. Beautiful, wise, divine. She stepped forward and she looked at me. And I was, wow, thank you, thank you. And I know she's there to teach me something and to deepen teachings for me. And I remember I've seen her once before or twice before. I couldn't remember where or when, but I remember I've seen her. She's very familiar to me. So she stepped forward, this wise Pleiadian queen. And I know that she came in that day specifically to start teaching me things, to start opening my consciousness even more. So don't doubt that your spirit guides are with you. Don't doubt that magic and miracles are real. It's a path of spiritual mastery, obviously. And what I knew in that moment, because I'd been reading these books, I'd been really visualizing this. And the other day I told my Chinese doctor, I said, you know, every time that I feel some pain or that I'm aware of some ailment, I'm surprised and dismayed that I cannot instantly heal it through my mind, because I know that that's what's going to happen. I know that that's possible. And he's a very wise man. He said, if you find out how to instantly heal yourself through your mind, you tell me. And I said, I will. You see, that's how strongly my inner belief and knowledge and sovereignty and power is. That I know that this life on earth can be heaven, can be miraculous, can be beautiful, can be free of problems, accidents, strife, bad relationships, bodily ailments, because we have the ability to rise above the thickness of the 3D matrix where there's only limitations and blocks. We have the ability to rise up into a different consciousness, to be multidimensional, into the 5D, 6D consciousness, where magic and miracles are real, where manifestation is fast and instant, and where we are magical beings, and where our spirit guides are closer to us. So spiritual mastery, it's not only about, oh, I'm going to be Zen, I'm going to be like floating around. No, it's about feeling the bliss, and it's about creating a better life for yourself. It's about manifesting whatever it is that you want, and it's about navigating through this difficult earth time with grace and ease and in safety. So for me, That was a huge thing last night. It was huge. And especially because I know who was there. And they came and they answered. So, continue on your spiritual mastery. Go on journeys, visualize, do your manifestation practice. And I also have been working on amazing manifestation timeline jumping practices, and I'm going to do a video about that next, maybe on Sunday. I'll do a live stream, right? This is just a very short message to you to instill faith in you, faith in yourself, faith in your soul. Believe the spirit guides, your heavenly team is there, and you're a divine being, and you can overcome any of this and all of this. That's what I wanted to tell you right now. Love you, my beautiful soul family. Ciao for now. This is Cosmic Empress, or Cosmic Magician in action. You can do it too. Everything I am, you are. Everything I do, you do. Remember that. I'm not like so great or elated. I'm just a spiritual person working hard at it. And anything that I talk about and that I can do, or that anyone out there talks about and can do as wonderful, miraculous things, you can too. We're all divine beings. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. Thank you so much. Again, I love you. Bye-bye. So I'm going to go get my water now. Here I'm going to show you just a little bit of my pathway. Oh, this isn't... I wonder who lives there. That's kind of nice. That's kind of cute. Uploaded surveillance. All right. You see, this is where I live. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Ooh, the trees. Yes. Right. Here we are. All right.